Hey everyone, what is up? This is Jordan and we are on the brand new Carnival Celebration. Today we are taking you on a full walking tour of the 19 decks of this ship. The ship is epic. There's 6 incredible zones. Stay all the way till the end so you don't miss any exciting part of this ship. Before we get into the ship tour, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video if you like what you're watching. And let's go explore the Carnival Celebration. We are starting our tour here on deck 18 in the forward bank of elevators. Now, just to set a little bit of understanding here, there are 3 sets of elevators on the Carnival Celebration, the forward, mid, and aft. We are all the way forward and we are kicking this tour off at Serenity. Now, Serenity is of course the adults only retreat. It sits at the very front of the ship up here on deck 18. And as soon as we walk out to the deck, you are going to have a towel station on either side. So we're going to do the full loop of Serenity, but just know everything pretty much mirrors what you see on this side. You're going to have 2 hot tubs up here. So of course the hot tub on this side is located right to your right as soon as you walk out the doors, as well as a shower. There's a few loungers up there. And we're going to start walking more towards the front of the ship. Now, the great thing about the Serenity deck is all of these day beds are completely free. If you're an adult, if you're above the age of 18, this is the area where you can come and hang out with no extra charge. And this area is very, very nice. Now, it's a little bit rainy and windy today, so they don't have all the loungers out. But I do just want to walk into the center section here where you're going to see all of these incredible day beds as well as a pool. Now, not all of the Carnival Serenity areas do have pools, but the Excel class do. So in keeping with the Mardi Gras, they have this beautiful pool here. And then a large area to sit and eat and drink. They do have food and a bar up here. So of course this is going to be the Serenity Bar, where you can come and get all of those tasty frozen beverages. And while you're having a drink, why not also be healthy at the Fresh Creations salad bar? So during lunchtime, they will serve salad here. So you can come here, get your salad, get your beverage. Honestly, you really never have to leave during the day. You can come and just plant yourself here. Now, they've got more loungers and more chairs all the way up front. So of course, if you did want to continue your way to the forward of the ship, you could go find more chairs to lay out and lounge in. We're gonna walk around here and I'm gonna show you the one other hot tub that they have here, which is located all the way towards the back of Serenity. So that is right there. Shower and hot tub. But then I did want to also show you that this is the entrance into Loft 19. Now, Loft 19 is a specialty area that charges $500 per day for a cabana. The cabana comes with a bunch of different things like non-alcoholic drinks, a bottle of sparkling wine, free lunch delivery, as well as bathrobes. So there is a kind of an infinity pool up there that overlooks the Serenity area. You can hang out up there. It's open from 8 to 8. They do have to be reserved in advance. I would say, especially on sea days, you're going to want to buy this before you ever step foot on the ship, just because it is a quite popular place. Now, just to show you, as you exit Serenity up here, you are going to have another deck on both sides of the ship that are going to provide just a lot more lounge chairs. So this is exiting out of Serenity, and then this is an all ages area. But as you can see, lots and lots of loungers. And then this is going to overlook deck 16 and 17. Deck 16 is of course the Lido deck. We will get down there eventually, but this is a large ship. And we're gonna actually go and hop over to more the aft of the ship to continue showing you deck 18. Deck 18 does not stretch all the way across. As you can kind of see here, there are stairs to get down to the Lido, but we're gonna hop over to the other side of the ship. We have jumped over to the back of the ship. We are here on deck 18 in the ultimate playground. Now, the Carnival Celebration does have 6 zones. This is possibly the most fun zone. Anything that is going to be fun or thrilling or extreme is going to be back here, including a roller coaster. Now, right away when you walk into the ultimate playground, you are going to have your putt-putt miniature golf course. You're going to be able to get that putt-putt gear in the blue box there on my left. There are 9 holes, and they've been really smart with the design and layout of this. It hasn't changed per se from Mardi Gras to Celebration, but you got half of the holes over here, and then of course the other half over here. Lots of fun. You can already see it's early in the morning and people are up and playing putt-putt miniature golf. Now, as we walk past the ultimate playground sign, you are going to see the water slides. Now, these are some extreme water slides, including a drop slide. There are 3 large water slides and then a couple of miniature water slides and a kids splash pad area. This is definitely a very kid-friendly area, but of course, like always, you're going to want to check to see what the weight limits as well as the height requirements are for these water slides. Now, up here on deck 18, you see this blue strip in front of me. This is of course going to be your jogging and walking track. Deck 18 only goes about half the way across the ship, so this does create an entire loop. As we continue to walk here, you are going to see Bolt, which is of course the ultimate coaster at sea. This is the 2nd ship to have a roller coaster. The Mardi Gras was the first, and right up these steps are going to be where you will be able to get into the queue for the coaster. Now, it is 2022, we're on the Maiden Voyage. Currently, Bolt is $19 to ride. So keep that in mind. It is not a free activity. It does come with a charge. However, it is one of those things that you just have to do if you're coming on the Celebration or going on the Mardi Gras, because you have to say, I rode a roller coaster on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. It's pretty unique, and honestly, it is a really good ride. Now, in front of me, you are going to see the ropes course. The ropes course here is quite extreme. It includes a little bit of zip lining, a little bit of rope climbing, and you can do that up here on deck 18. I'll show you where the entrance is, but before we get there, you are going to have the basketball sports court here. So of course, this is a very, very large basketball court. They do other sports tournaments and activities up here as well, but that will be up here on deck 18. The ropes course kind of goes around the basketball court, which I think is pretty cool. Now, as we continue to walk, you are going to see a lot of other activities all around the deck. So of course you do have ping pong, you've got cornhole up here, or bags, depending on where you're from. And then we're kind of making the loop, and you do have a little bit of a map here, so to show you what direction you need to go in to get to what specific activity. Again, the ultimate playground is potentially one of the most fun zones or neighborhoods at sea. Now, right around the corner here, you are going to have the entrance to the queue up to the ropes course. Again, I'll give you a little bit of a view from below, but the ropes course, it is closed at certain times. It's not something that's open at all times. It's something that is a supervised activity, but it is, of course, something that's included. So you can come up here and do the ropes course for free. Tucked underneath the stairs, you might not see it, but you do have some foosball there. So of course you can come up here and play that anytime you'd like. That is deck 18. That is the ultimate playground. We're gonna go ahead and actually take the steps down to deck 17 here. And right away, I know that there's a crowd favorite. As soon as you're done having the most fun you've ever had in your life, you're gonna come right down here. You've got ice cream, which is found in the entrance to Guy's Burgers. Now, Guy's Burgers is, of course, Guy Fieri's burger joint. This is a staple across all Carnival Cruise Line ships. This has been delicious. I honestly think that Carnival does fast casual food possibly the best at sea in comparison to any other cruise line out there. You do have a number of options here, including vegetarian for those of you who are not meat eaters. You do have the queue right here to get the burgers. You're gonna pick your burgers up right there, and then of course in the middle here you do have your toppings bar. So this is a place you can come, hang out, grab food. It's open for most of the day. And right off of Guy's Burgers, you are going to have Club O2. Now, the teen clubs are going to be located up here on deck 17. Club O2 is the first one. This is, of course, for ages 15 to 17. And then this is, of course, the outside area for Club O2. So they get kind of their own deck, their own outdoor area. I love that they're doing that for the teens now because everybody deserves to get some fresh air. More loungers are found back here, so if you can't find loungers on the Lido deck or on the other end of deck 17, you can always come here more towards the aft to find these loungers. And you also have some really comfortable chairs here on my left. Now back here, I will say, there are some spectacular views. Not only do you get views of the Tides pool, which is right down there, and we'll get down there very soon, you've got some beautiful, beautiful views off the back of the ship. So you can see the Tides pool is down there. We'll get down there in a bit, but we are here in Spain today. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's actually really, really nice. You've got stairs there that will take you up to the ultimate playground. So that's where kind of we started. And then as we turn around this corner here, you are going to have a smoking section. So if you are someone that is a smoker, you can come up here on deck 17 and you will find that smoking section here. It's a really, really large smoking section. They've got lots of chairs, lots of tables. And this will be the place for you if you need to come up and enjoy a cigarette or a cigar. You're gonna find lounge chairs up here as well. So that's kind of nice. You got some lounge chairs in the smoking section if you'd like to sunbathe and have a cigarette at the same time. More lounge chairs. You see these kind of partitioned walls. Those are, of course, wind blockers. It can get quite windy, especially when you're on one end of the ship or the other. So if you're ever on a cruise ship and you wonder what those are strategically placed to help keep you safe from the wind. Now, we are walking more towards the midship right now. And you're gonna see up here on my left, there's gonna be another staircase. That's gonna be another way to get up to the ultimate playground. So several entrances to the ultimate playground, one on each side of the ship and then one at the very back. If you're racing to get to the boat coaster. And as we come up around here, there is going to be another teen area that I do need to point out. And that will be right through these doors. Now, these are the mid-ship elevators. Like I said, you're gonna have a forward elevator bank, a mid-ship elevator bank, as well as an aft elevator bank. Entrance to Guy's Burgers, we were just over there. And then this is gonna be where the entrance to Circle C will be. So of course, this is gonna be for the 12 to 14-year-olds. So on the other side by Guy's Burgers, you're gonna have the 15 to 17 area. Here's for 12 to 14. And then you do have also the warehouse arcade. Yes, there is an arcade on the ship. This is a brand new cruise ship, so you are gonna have a lot of the newest games around. I will say, this arcade is a little bit on the small side, maybe for the size of ship. However, you've got a lot of fun games in here, a lot of brand new games. If your kids love arcade games, this is gonna be the place where they're gonna wanna come and hang out. It is kind of tucked away, so you have to find it. Take the mid-ship elevator bank up to deck 17, and that's gonna be where you will find the arcade. You got stairs there, of course, to take you down to deck 16. We are gonna head back out here towards the Lido. Now, as we come out here on my left, you are going to have, of course, the infamous RedFrog Tiki Bar. This is a two-story tiki bar that you're gonna find on deck 16 and 17. It's gonna set right off of the pool deck area here. This bar, I I forgot how cool it was. On the Mardi Gras, it was just lit up at night. It was always a party, and here on the Celebration, it is absolutely the same. You're gonna find drink specials here. Of course, you're gonna find all of the different tiki drinks here. Things like margaritas, Mai Tais, all the tropical drinks that you could want. And then of course, there's gonna be a second bar right below us. We're gonna head right down there. We made it out here to deck 17 where there's a lot more loungers. Those steps will take us up to deck 18. That is where we came from originally. So we started up there on the Serenity deck. If you take these stairs directly up and keep walking, you're going to get to Serenity. One other thing I did want to show up here on deck 17 is the view of the screen. It's possibly the largest screen on a cruise ship I've ever seen. It is just massive, and you have a great view of it from deck 17. So if you want to watch a movie and you don't want to have to sit all the way down on 16 and look up, you can sit up here on 17 and check that screen out. And check out the view of the Lido deck here. We have the massive, massive pool. You can see the RedFrog Tiki Bar right across from where we just were. Let's get down there to deck 16 and check it out. All right, we came down directly underneath where we just were. So you, of course, can see that movie screen there. We are here at the very front of the pool, and at the front of the pool sits a massive, massive hot tub. So of course the pool is a great area that is both a pool as well as a waiting area. You do have these little chairs underneath some shade. So if you do want to enjoy just a little get together with your friends, it's a great place to dip your feet in the water and be able to sit and have a drink. Now, we're gonna take a tour here of the Lido deck. We're gonna walk all the way around because there's stuff to see as we continue to walk. Now, right here, you are going to have, of course, the entrance into the elevators. Those are the midship elevators. And then you will have food. So you are gonna have the Seafood Shack. That is going to be a specialty restaurant, but it is fast casual. So I'm gonna just show you the menu right here. It is a la carte, so you're gonna pay the prices that you see on the screen. Feel free to pause if you need to actually look at that for longer. And then we're gonna have street eats. Now these are meant to be like little food trucks. We absolutely love these. These are free, they're included, and they change daily. Looks like today we've got Philly cheesesteak fries, and that's at the Fry Shack. And then you have Steam Dreams, where they typically are gonna do dumplings. Today they're actually doing wontons, sesame chicken wontons. And then you're gonna have Mad Sizzle, where they're making bulgogi beef. Korean barbecue, absolutely delicious. Now you will have a water station here, so of course you can get water, ice, and some juices, iced tea right there, and then you are going to have a seating area. So this is the place where you can grab your quick snacks and come and eat. I love that it's right here on the Lido deck. You have so many food options actually all the way around the Lido, which makes it for a really nice opportunity to never leave the pool deck. You can stay here all day. You've got all of the food that you could ever want, all of the drinks you could want at the RedFrog Tiki Bar, and it makes for just a great time. Now you do have a towel station here, so of course you can come here and get your towels. You can check those out. And then you're gonna have the lower level of the Tiki Bar. The upper level was closed, I think, for right now, just because it's so early in the day. But this level is open, and there's already people down here drinking and enjoying. Just show that menu here really quick. I love the menus. Again, feel free to pause to read that menu. There is one other fast casual food here that I do just want to showcase, and that is, of course, something that is on all Carnival ships. That's going to be the Blue Iguana Cantina. So that is also here. Blue Iguana Cantina, of course, does serve fast casual Mexican food. They're open for breakfast and lunch. Their breakfast is some of the best at sea. You can come down here and get a breakfast burrito. They also have a salsa bar, which I love. I love salsa. And then you can come here and get tacos. Absolutely delicious. Now, you're gonna see a lot of different seating here on the Lido deck. They've spread the seating out to really be on deck 16 and 17. So the Lido deck has kind of expanded, I think, into 2 decks here, just because of the size of the ship. So if you can't find a seat down here on deck 16, we just walked past all of those loungers and day beds up on 17. And of course, you can pop up there to get a seat. We are now walking into the marketplace. The marketplace is going to be Carnival's buffet on board. Now this is going to be the aft bank of elevators. So of course you can come up here to deck 16 and get your buffet fix. Now there are stairs here to either take you up to 17 or down to 15. We're gonna walk right in here into the buffet. Now you are gonna have hand washing stations throughout the buffet. So if you are needing to come in and eat, definitely wash those hands. There is a lot of seating up here in the buffet. Of course, the seating is expansive. The ship can fit 6,500 guests. So in order to feed 6,500 guests, you're going to need a lot of seats. Something that I really have liked about this buffet area is they have a lot of these partitioned walls to where you can kind of have some privacy if you want to come up here and eat with your family. And then they have open booths like you can see here. The buffet is nice, light, fresh, and airy. I really like the design aspect of it here, and it is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you can come up here for any of those meals. If you don't like the other 26 options that the ship offers for food. You have, of course, drink stations up here. You can get your coffee up here, your iced tea. You can also get soda. Now, if you do not have a soda package, I do just want to show you this. You can purchase soda for 21 cents per ounce by tapping your card. So that's kind of nice. It's self-serve. They're going to charge you based on the amount that comes out of the fountain. I haven't really seen that happen on a lot of other ships before, so I think that that is pretty unique. We're going to continue walking out here towards the back of the ship, and we have another fast casual eatery. I'm going to show that, and I'm sure many of you are going to know what this is. This is, of course, Shaq's Big Chicken. This is Shaquille O'Neal's fast food restaurant on the ship. It is completely included in your cruise fare. They're gonna offer a number of different chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders, and you cannot forget about the Shaq sauce. They've got a sauce station right there where you can get ranch, barbecue, ketchup, and Shaq sauce, and then lots of places to sit. Now, this is the Tides pool. So this is another pool up here on deck 16. This is kind of an infinity pool. It does set all the way back here at the back of the ship, and again, offers just incredible views. I love that this ship is so ocean focused. So many different places that you are on the ship, you're gonna be able to see the ocean. We're gonna see that as we go because we've only just begun. But you do have two hot tubs up here. So show that kind of sit over top of the pool. And again, offer just absolutely beautiful views. You've got lots of loungers down here. So again, another place in the ship where you can come and get some sun. You have a couple of shower stations. And something else that I want to point out is you do have a lift here. So if you are in need of assistance getting in and out of the pool, the lift here will offer you the ability to get in this amazing pool. Now, also back here, of course, you're going to have a bar. So you do have the Tides bar. So if you do need to grab a drink while you're out in the pool or with your big chicken sandwich right back there, you can do that. And then you have another ice cream station. Something else I love about the Excel class ships is they've spread the ice cream throughout the ship. So you don't just have to go to one place to get ice cream. So you do have swirls right here. You can pick up your cone, pick up your cup, and then it is self-serve. The ice cream is no longer 24 hours on Carnival ships. It does close around midnight every single night, so keep that in mind. If it's 11:30 and you're wanting your ice cream fix, run up here to deck 16 or go to deck 8, we'll show that in a little bit, and grab that ice cream. Walking back through these doors past the Tides bar, you are going to be finding yourself back in the buffet. Now, right before you get actually into the buffet, you are gonna have some bathrooms. So of course, men's, women's, and an accessible bathroom right here as you're coming in. So whether you're coming from the buffet or from the Tides pool, you'll be able to use those bathrooms there. There's another hand washing station as you go into the buffet area. And this has been the Lido deck. So we're now gonna hop down a few decks. We are now down here on deck 8. Now keep in mind, decks 9 through 15 are all stateroom decks. 6,000 people have to sleep somewhere, and primarily they're on decks 9 through 15. Now back here you are going to have the patio pool. We are in another one of the zones. This is going to be the landing. Again, another amazing, beautiful infinity pool with a lot of places to come back here and just sit and relax. You've got loungers and comfortable seating that wrap around both sides. But there's something that I do want to show on this side because it is very unique and absolutely stunning. You're gonna have 2 hot tubs over here, of course with showers, where you can sit and look out over the water. These are 2 separate tubs. So if the hot tubs are all full up on the Lido deck, come on down here to deck 8 and you can enjoy some hot tub time right up against the sea. Again, you've got beautiful, beautiful views. We're here in Spain today, so you can see the gorgeous city of La Coruña. And then just past these hot tubs, you are going to have the watering hole. The watering hole was a new bar concept for Mardi Gras, so we did see this bar on the Mardi Gras ship. However, we love this bar, and our favorite drink on the ship is the Watermelon Crush. It looks like that is the cocktail of the day today. So once this opens up, this is probably where Jared and I will come down and hang out. Now, this outer deck does stretch down much further. And we'll see outside of this deck again once we get up there. There's lots of seats, you can walk all the way down, but there's a lot of stuff to see inside. So we do want to walk inside of Summer Landing to see all there is to see. Walking in from the Summer Landing pool, you are going to have, of course, Guy's Pig and Anchor. So this is going to be a restaurant and a bar. I'm going to step up here just to show the bar first. Now this is so cool because they make their own beer on board. There is a brewmaster here on board. So you can see that that beer is brewing right now. And then you have this bar. This bar is one of the coolest because you can come here and get a beer that was freshly made on the ship. And of course, this is Guy's Pig and Anchor restaurant. This is included in your cruise fare. So you can actually come here for lunch or dinner, get a great barbecue meal, and enjoy some live music. Now there's some trivia happening in here right now, but that stage at night is transformed into a concert hall. You're going to see lots of seating. As we continue walking over here, you will see some foosball and some more chairs. And then you do have Heroes. Heroes is the tribute lounge that pays tribute to the United States Armed Forces. I think that this lounge is so special and incredible, and also it's very, very nice. They've got high-end furniture in here, nice leather seating. They do have a couple of screens, so they will be showing sports in this area. And then I told you that you could come down here and get ice cream. They do have another place here for soft serve. So of course, they have another little food truck, it looks like. And then this is swirls. Again, keep in mind, get that ice cream before midnight. Because at midnight, Carnival's fairy godmother closes down the ice cream machines. All right, now as we're walking out, you are gonna see the Carnival Store here. This is where you're gonna be able to buy all of that Carnival merch. Now, here's an interesting fact. This ship is claiming to have the most retail at sea. And I think as we continue to walk through this inside area, you're gonna notice there are so many different types of shops. Something that we love right away. Look at those funnel ears. I think that's pretty clever, and it's a takeoff of another cruise line where everyone tends to wear ears too. Now as we walk out of the Summer Landing neighborhood, we are walking into guest services. So of course, if you do have any issues or questions, these are gonna be the queues on my left, and then you're gonna have guest service desks right there. You will have an elevator bank right here. So of course, this is going to be the aft bank of elevators that will take you directly into Summer Landing. Stairs that will take you up to 9 or down to 7. And then you do have Carnival Adventures. Carnival Adventures is going to be where you will be able to book those off-the-ship excursions. So if you are looking at an off-ship trip, excursion, adventure, this is where you're going to book it down here on deck 8. Now, we are walking into 820 Biscayne, which is a new zone on the Carnival Celebration. 820 Biscayne is, of course, the address for Carnival's headquarters in Miami, and they have made this entire area Miami themed. The first venue you're gonna find here in 820 Biscayne is going to be Rudi's Seagrill. Now, Rudi's Seagrill is a specialty restaurant. The cost is now $48 per person to go to, and this is going to be a seafood restaurant. So if you are a seafood lover, this restaurant is known to be one of the best on the ship, if not the best. I do just want to show you right across from the Seagrill this chill and Tropicale sign. This is so cool. You've got, of course, a glass staircase, beautiful glass staircase that's leading down to deck 7. This is a great place to take pictures. Honestly, if you are looking for Instagram moments, you're going to find those here at 820 Biscayne. And speaking of Instagram moments, one of them is going to be right here with these flamingos. One of the flamingos has Converse on, which I think is so fun. And as we continue to walk around, you are going to have the Deco Deli. This is going to be your sandwich shop on board. Notice those fun colors. It really does feel like South Beach. So a lot of different types of sandwiches here that you can eat. Right across from Deco Deli is going to be an exit that you can get outside to those outer decks. We're going to get out there in a second. But as we continue to walk, you do have a water station here. So again, water, iced tea, lemonade, lots of areas to sit in. And then you also are going to have Miami Slice. Miami Slice is going to be your pizza place on board. Of course, this is the latest dining venue on board. It does close at 3 a.m. So in traditional South Beach fashion, the Miami neighborhood here on the Celebration is a late night happening spot. At 2 a.m., there's a long line down the corridor. Everyone is getting in that pizza after a fun night at the bars. We are walking out into the rest of the neighborhood here, and we do have Bar 820. Bar 820 is a new bar here on the Carnival. And the cool thing about this bar is it is inside and outside, and they have coffee here. So if you are an espresso martini fan, this is going to be the place that you can come and get it. We're going to take a little stroll outside so I can show you the outside area of this bar. And those doors actually are right here. So we're going to walk out. And the cool thing about this bar is that this bar is both inside and outside. So you do have Bar 820 out here as well. At night, there's a lot of neon lights underneath the bar, making it just, again, feel like you're in that South Beach area. Now, you are gonna have a smoking section out here, so if you are someone that smokes, you can come out here, and then you do have a lot of seating. So if there is, no seating inside for the pizza place or the sandwich shop, you can take that out here and have a seat. Again, love the colors and the theming of this area. It really does make you feel like you are in South Beach. We're gonna walk back inside. And as we come in and go past Bar 820, there is one other venue, and it is another food venue found all the way at the front of the zone here. Before we get in there, another Instagram moment. It's a giant postcard that says, "Greetings from Miami, Carnival Celebration." There's already been a lot of people taking pictures of that sign. Now, the last venue we have here in 820 Biscayne is going to be Cucina del Capitano. Of course, this is the Italian restaurant on board. Now, the great thing about this restaurant is it is, again, included in your cruise fare. So if you are wanting your Italian food fix right through these doors, you're going to be able to have a complimentary lunch or dinner in here just by checking in on the app. And that's how you do all of the food here on the Carnival Celebration, is you pull up the app when you're ready to eat for dinner, check in, and then they will call you when your table is ready. No waiting in long lines anymore. It is great. We're walking out of 820 Biscayne, and we are walking into the photo center. This is going to be Pixel's photo gallery. If you are interested in taking pictures on the ship, or you happen to stand by one of those green screens or fun backgrounds, here's gonna be where you're gonna be able to pull those pictures up. With the tap of your card, you're gonna be able to see all of the pictures there, make purchases, buy your photo packages, all here in Pixel's photo gallery. So you're gonna see screens scattered kind of throughout. Again, it's a big ship, there's a lot of people. They need areas like this to be large. Now, before we get into Celebration Central, I'm gonna actually walk right through here because this is going to be your midship elevator bank. So if you're coming down to deck 8, taking the midship elevators, this elevator bank will take you right into Celebration Central. Celebration Central is, of course, another zone. This is another massive entertainment zone. So, of course, this spans 3 stories, decks 6, 7, and 8. And there is a massive stage where you can see shows nightly. So I'm gonna actually get a view from here. There are seats up here all around. So if there's no seats down below, you can get a seat up here. Now, the beautiful thing about this whole grand plaza is that what you're looking at in front of you, the golden funnel, those are screens. Those screens move, and when those screens are removed, you've got 3 stories of floor to ceiling glass. Again, I said this ship is all about the ocean. So you can definitely come up here, take a seat to watch the shows, and then up here you're also going to have some of your shops. So you do have your Effy shop up here. Effy is of course found on most cruise ships, and it is not absent here. You also are going to have your watch shop up here. So high-end watches, you also have high-end sunglasses. This is going to be more of a designer store up here on deck 8. Right next to the shop is going to, of course, be Bonsai Sushi. So if you are a sushi lover, this is going to be a specialty restaurant. This, of course, is one that you are going to have to pay for. It is not included in your cruise fare. And right next to Bonsai Sushi is going to be hibachi. So if you are a hibachi fan, the hibachi chefs here are very talented. And they do shows on certain days for lunch and then every single night for dinner. You're going to see more seating here. You are going to have steps that will take you directly down into the casino. We're going to see the casino in a little bit, but the casino is most of deck 7. And then you have this glass bridge, again with beautiful views of Celebration Central. It really is an awesome area. We're gonna see a lot more of it. Now over here, you've got some very cool murals. You're gonna see some almost glass mosaic tiles in here. These pictures were created from other ships. Now this is just the beginning of that theme. Carnival Celebration is really celebrating Carnival's heritage, its past, its history, its place within the cruise industry. So we're going to be seeing, as we go down to the lower decks, a lot of relics and a lot of things from Carnival's past, which honestly is very, very cool. As we continue to walk down here on deck 8, you are going to have the Havana Bar area. Havana Bar is going to be a place where you're going to be able to come and hear live music. There is a bar in here, lots of fun seating. This area is not necessarily new to the Carnival brand. We saw this on the Vista class ships. There are specific Havana staterooms here that you can come and stay in, and then you are going to have access to the Havana Pool. The Havana Pool will be right out through these doors, and you are going to have a number of loungers as well as a pool out here. So as you come out here, you will have, of course, a Havana bar, and then you do have seating, and then right up those steps is a pretty small pool. So if you are staying in here, that's going to be the pool that you will be able to use. Like I said, you've got live music here. This area really does come alive at night. It is a very, very fun area, and if you are staying in a Havana stateroom, that deck back there is going to be exclusively just for you. We have a couple of bathrooms right outside the Havana Bar area. And then we are going to have ChiBang. Now ChiBang is going to be another restaurant that is, it's kind of a specialty restaurant, but it is included in your cruise fare. They're open for lunch and dinner. And this is Chinese and Mexican cuisine. So it's Chinese and Mexican fusion. We did eat there last night, and I have to say, it was very good. We have now made it up to the forward bank of elevators. So this is of course the 3rd bank of elevators on this deck. And then if you are staying in a Havana stateroom or suite, the hallway right through here is going to take you to those rooms on deck 8. So right up that ramp on either side. And then you do have stairs as well to get up to deck 9 or down to deck 7. And that is deck 8. We have popped down one deck to deck 7. So we are in the forward bank of elevators here on deck 7. Now, either side you go, you're going to have entrance into the Grand Spectrum Theater as well as Empress Casino. We're going to step just on this side to show you the entrance to the theater here. So this is Grand Spectrum Theater. Of course, this is going to be the theater where you're going to be able to see multiple shows. So they've got multiple shows here on the Celebration, and they use this theater for a lot of different events, activities, things like bingo, specialty entertainment, Family Feud. The fun doesn't stop when you get to the theater. And this is just one of multiple entertainment spaces on the ship. Now we're gonna take a stroll through Empress Casino, and this casino is massive. It is very similar to the casino on the Mardi Gras. They do have a smoking section as well as a non-smoking section, and they're kind of divided off into wings. So as we walk up here, directly in front of me is going to, of course, be the bar. So you're gonna have the casino bar there. And then if you take a left here, you are going to have the smoking section. So this will be the smoking wing of the casino. The great thing about this casino is it's brand new. So you have a lot of brand new games, which is very, very fun, especially if you're someone that likes slot machines. And then through those doors, you're gonna be able to access, again, Celebration Central. We're gonna walk back around here to show you the rest of the casino. So past the bar, it is going to be non-smoking. So as soon as you get past the bar here, on this side, you are not allowed to smoke. Now there was some tables back there on the smoking side. We're gonna take a walk up here. You'll see a lot of other tables here that are of course going to be non-smoking. We're gonna walk through here, and again, the games are brand new. You do have a door here that again is going to take you out of the casino and into Celebration Central. And let me know in the comments, do you see a game that you like? Of course, Wheel of Fortune is a crowd favorite. And then we'll cut back out here. Now they have almost every table game imaginable. So of course, things like blackjack, lucky ladies, they've got roulette, they've got multiple different types of poker. So any type of game that you like to play is probably gonna be found here in the Carnival Celebration. One other thing that I will say about the casino is it does get packed. So if you are wanting to play a specific game, it might be something that you wanna come and do right away. Walking back out through these doors, you do have another area of seats that of course will look onto the stage here in Celebration Central. We're doing some work in here right now. But again, lots of seating. You do have the tech booth, and then you do have these seats that sit kind of between decks 7 and 8. So almost like couch loungers that you can access here on 7 by those stairs. As I walk around this staircase, which will take you again up to deck 8, you are going to see more retail. Remember what I said, lots and lots of retail on this ship. We love some of this retail, some of the fun clothing in here. It's of course Celebrity Celebration branded. You've got a lot of neon colors to go with the Miami theme, which is also really cool. You have Sip and Celebrate, which is of course going to be your liquor store. So if you do want to purchase liquor on board, you can do that here on deck 7. We are now walking past the mid bank of elevators. So of course, if you're midship, you're gonna step right off those elevators and you're going to be here at Alchemy Bar. Alchemy Bar is again, another crowd favorite. It is something that's found on almost all Carnival ships. And they do a lot of very unique cocktails here. They will also have a special here every single night. So you can always come up to the board and see what's on special. Last night was ladies' night. So for all the ladies, they got $1 off their martinis. Now we've got Limelight Lounge. Limelight Lounge is of course going to be the nightclub on board. Now this doubles also as a comedy club. So you're gonna see things in here like comedy and then of course late night entertainment and fun. They have karaoke past here as well. So lots and lots to do in the Limelight Lounge. As we continue to walk, I do just want to point out all of what looks like windows. Those are not windows. I'll talk a little bit more about them when I get down to deck 6. Those are actually LED screens and they do change. So that's a big change for the neighborhood below us. The zone is different from the Mardi Gras. And we're gonna get down there in just a minute. We've got a lot more seating here for the Alchemy Bar. It does kind of stretch down this corridor. And we are now getting back into food. So of course we are going to have the Fahrenheit Steakhouse here. So if you are a fan of steak, Fahrenheit 555 is found on the other Carnival ships. Of course, this is their steakhouse. So you're gonna check in right here, and the steakhouse will be in this area. And then this is that glass staircase. If you remember, we saw the sign up in the Miami neighborhood that says chill and Tropicale. Those stairs will of course take you right up into 820 Biscayne. They'll also take you down to the next zone that we're going to get to very soon. Here on deck 7, you do have Dream Studio, so if you are wanting to, of course, get in a photo shoot, you can do that here in the studio. And then you're going to have the Festival Restaurant. This is going to be the main dining room. So we'll walk in here. The main dining room actually is in 3 places. So there's one main dining room up here that does span 2 decks. But we'll just walk in here and take a look. Of course, they are getting set up for dinner right now. But the main dining room is very nice. And you do have a beautiful, beautiful chandelier that is found here in the middle of the dining room. So that is the deck 6 floor. We're on deck 7. And this is also going to be an area where they will serve sea day brunch. So if you are on the ship and it's a sea day, the brunch is delicious. We did get a chance to actually do that yesterday, and it was very, very good. The service here has been great too. It's been fast. Kudos to the dining team here on the Carnival Celebration. Just past the Festival Restaurant, you are going to, of course, have the aft bank of elevators. So this will be the last elevator bank for this floor. And then you will have some bathrooms up here as well. So right out the restaurant, you will, of course, have bathrooms. Stairs to get up or down. And this was deck 7. Let's head down to deck 6. We have come down 1 level to deck 6. Something that I haven't shown yet that I do want to show is these screens. I absolutely love that they list open now restaurants with wait times on the screens. So whenever you get off an elevator, these screens are everywhere and you can check out where the best place to go to eat is. Now again, there's like 27 eateries on the ship. So it's great to be able to have that organization here on the screens, or of course in your app if you are using your cell phone. Now walking out of the deck 6 aft bank of elevators, you are going to have the deck 6 entrance to the Festival Restaurant. We did just see inside there, so we won't walk in again, but this is going to be the check-in desk down here for when you are ready to come to the main dining. Now 6 and 7, the Festival Restaurant is going to be for those with set dining times. There is another dining room that we're going to see in a minute that is for those with my time dining. So if you are selecting to go to dinner whenever is best to you, that's going to be in the Carnival Restaurant, which we'll get to soon. But now it is time to explore another brand new zone for the celebration, and that is the Gateway. The Gateway says embark on a journey as you're walking in, and that is exactly what you're doing when you walk into this zone. Now right away you do have Carnival Kitchen. Carnival Kitchen is going to be where cooking classes will happen on board. There's cooking classes happening in there right now, but there's a number of different cooking classes, including pizza baking, cupcake making, that you can sign up for actually before you ever get on the ship. Now, as we're walking into the Gateway, I do just want to point out that that glass staircase, it is a 3-story staircase. So it will take you from 6 all the way up to 8, where 820 Biscayne is. But as we get into the Gateway here, you do have Emerald's Bistro, $13.97. Now this is actually going to be mostly seafood. So if you are a seafood fan, Emerald's provides a lot of different seafood options, as well as a lot of places to sit. Now, before we go any further, I said I was going to talk a little bit more about the screens. These LED screens that, of course, I've got birds flying on them right now. These screens do change, and they change with the theming of the entire zone. So this zone is going to have different themes. It's going to take us around the world, and the screens will change with the actual themes of the ship. We have not seen that on many other cruise ships, but there is another cruise line out there that has a bar that's very similar, and it is a crowd favorite. If you know what bar I'm talking about, definitely tell me in the comments. But of course, the crowning jewel of the Gateway is going to be the Latitudes Bar. right here. Now, if you remember, on the Mardi Gras, they had the French Quarter, and they had the fortune teller bar kind of in this area. It was on the other side of the wall. But the Latitudes bar, they've kind of opened this area up, and they're seating all the way around the bar. The drink menu is from around the world. So you're gonna have different classic cocktails from different countries. Already, this bar is a crowd favorite on the ship. People have been raving about the drinks and talking about how incredible this bar is. So it is going to be a bar that you definitely are not going to want to miss if you are coming on the Carnival Celebration. You do have lots of seating here for the Latitudes bar. And something that I love is all of these little posters here. So I think that is really fun. They're kind of modern, but they're also they feel vintage. Now, before we go any further, there are a couple additional shops that I do just want to point out here. So, of course, you are going to have a shop called Hipfish. And this is going to be beauty products as well as purses. So, your bag shop, they've got some jewelry in there. It's going to be really, really designer. I see Louis Vuitton in there. It says iconic designs. And then past here, you will have a few additional shops. So of course you do have your fragrance and beauty shop here. And that does kind of span down this hallway, as does Hipfish. So Hipfish is accessories, bags, and then you do have your fragrances and beauty products here in this area. Now, as we walk past this bar here, we do have the Carnival Restaurant. Carnival Restaurant is going to be for my time dining. So if you are someone that's coming on the ship with my time dining, this is going to be the area where you will be able to come and have your dinner. You're going to check in at the desk, which is located right here, and then they will find you a seat. This is a massive, massive main dining room. This is another main dining room. So you've got the Festival and the Carnival, which are of course named after old Carnival ships. And then the gateway does continue on through this corridor. Now, as you come into this hallway, you are going to have little snapshots into portholes of the past. They have a porthole for every single decade, starting with the 1970s, which of course was when Carnival was born. You do have the old controls here from an old Carnival ship. Again, another great photo op. And then you will have the midship elevators here. So midship elevators will drop you directly in to the gateway. Another venue that you are going to have here in the gateway is going to be the Golden Jubilee. This is a stunning bar. You can see the massive chandelier here in the middle. And then something that I want to point out is the blueprints that go all the way around the bar. Now, these blueprints are blueprints for old Carnival ships. So they've taken the blueprints and they've kind of implemented them into the design here of the bar, which I think is really, really spectacular. The Golden Jubilee, of course, has lots of places to sit, and then it is a piano bar. So this is going to be a place where you can come and hear live music, but I also just have to show you the tables. Everything here is a throwback, which I think is really, really special. As we get out of the gateway, we are going to be walking here into Celebration Central. Celebration Central does double as the gangway. So here on deck 6, if you are getting off the ship, for example, today we are in Spain, that is what you're gonna see this line for. But before we get any further, I do want to point out this Rolls-Royce car. Now, this car was just taken from the Carnival Ecstasy. If you are a Carnival fan, you're going to know that the Ecstasy did just sadly go out of commission, and they brought the car here to be on the Celebration, which I think is pretty cool. As you come out of the gateway here, you are going to see a screen. That white box is going to be an area where you can swipe your card and check your account if you need to look at your sign and sale account. And then you do have a ATM here as well if you do need to pull cash. As we continue to walk, you are going to have another shop here. This is going to be a shop that will be very, very familiar to Carnival fans, and this is Cherry on Top. This is going to be your candy shop. Be careful with your kids and your sign and sale card in this shop, because they might go a little wild. Just past that shop, you do have, of course, Java Blue. Java Blue Cafe is going to be the coffee shop on board. Now, when you do get your coffee, if you purchase it, don't forget to get a loyalty card because they're going to punch it, and then after so many, you will get a free coffee. They also will have pastries down here as well as some fast casual food that you can pick up. The pastries look phenomenal. Last night, this was full of cupcakes. I could have eaten them all. And then you are going to have a place where you, of course, can get water, lemonade, and some other beverages over there. I did just want to show this area because this is going to be the main floor of Celebration Central. Of course, you do see the stage with the glass in front of me there, but if you are coming here to see a show, this will be the main area where you can sit. Of course, there are seats like we saw up on deck 7 and 8, but there are the most seats down here on deck 6. There is, of course, a bar, because what would an entertainment place be without a bar? This is going to be the Tropicale Bar. Now, remember how I said they've taken different relics and things from carnival ships of the past? These are more mosaic tiles that they have taken from carnival ships that have been out of commission. I love how they are reusing and recycling the ships on new ships to really pay tribute to their history. I think that that is so cool. So again, lots of seats here. If you are coming down here to see a show, come here early because this area does fill up fast. That is a hot tip, especially if you're coming on the celebration in the next few months. We are going to walk around here. Now you do have stairs that will get you up to deck 7. These stairs are actually an easy way to get up to additional seating. So if this is full down here, you can take these stairs up and get seats up there. There's a few more seats over here if you do want to kind of be tucked away and quiet. And then as we continue to walk around, we are going to have Piano Bar 88. Piano Bar 88 is going to be a venue that will be a bar as well as a performance space. So if you do like live music and you do like that venue on the other ships, it's awesome here on the Carnival Celebration. The piano player is amazing here on the Celebration, and he's already provided a lot of entertainment for people here on the ship. Now, right across from Piano Bar 88 is, of course, going to be the Punchliner Comedy Club. So this is going to be the area that there will be a number of different comedy shows in. They've actually had as many as 5 comedy shows in one night. I think that there was some issues with capacity on the Mardi Gras, so what they've done is they've increased the number of shows that are actually happening in here. Now this venue is for 18 and up only, so this is where adult comedy will be. Family comedy will be either in the theater or the Limelight Lounge. Coming out of the comedy club, you do have, of course, the iconic Carnival Celebration sign. This sign, of course, pays tribute to the ship, but then also, again, its past. Hidden in the sign here, you do have the original Carnival Celebration ship. It's a great place here on deck 6 to come and get some pictures. Of course, you have to get a picture with the sign when you come on board. And past the elevators, we are going to have the Spa and Fitness Center. Now, the Cloud9 Fitness Center, it is on the smaller side in terms of gyms I've seen on cruise ships, but it does have all of your necessities. So of course, when you come in here, you do have your different consultation rooms if you are wanting to work with a trainer or someone on board. You do have dumbbells as well as other weightlifting equipment, and then all of the different types of workout equipment you could need. So you've got the elliptical machines, rowing machines, lots of different types of equipment here on the Carnival Celebration. Now, directly across, you are going to have the Cloud9 Spa. So, of course, the spa is going to include all the different types of services that you could want or need, and the thermal suites. So there are spa rooms on the ship, and if you are staying in a spa room, you are going to be able to utilize this thermal spa here on deck 6. They offer a range of services from things like massages to acupuncture. So if you are in need of anything, the Cloud9 Spa here on deck 6 will be able to hook you up. Well, that was it. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Again, my name is Jordan. You're watching JJ Cruise, and until next time, see ya.